if I came to you with an idea and I said, Pete, I love your brand, but I want you to be number one. The next time Andrew has you on here, Gem Mint, numbers. I want you grading 300,000 cards next month. Why don't we drop the price down on your slabs to $12 a slab? Why don't we do that? Why don't we just drop it down to $12 and open up the damn floodgates? Now tell me why we can't do that.
I'll tell you. It's the same reason. Literally one of the worst days of my life was April 1st, 2021. And I will never forget that day. And that is the day that SGC tripled its price overnight and moved from $25 a card to $75 a card. And it was all my idea. Okay. It was all me. And I can tell you that on that day, okay, because it happened to fall on April Fool's Day. Awesome. So literally, my fiance at the time was going through Instagram and she was just saying, oh my God, there's got to be 350 clown emojis next to this.
We might have to go back to one of our episodes that week because we might have thought it was an April Fool's joke ourselves.
I have no doubt. And I'll tell you exactly, this grading game is very tricky, guys. And what I find is the general collecting public is not as informed on what it's like on this side. You know how I could make more money right now? Remember, I'm at $30. You know how I could make my profit loss sheet go berserk? I lowered to $10, $11, $12 a card.
Let's use 12.
It's going to mean that I get every card in the hobby, and then you're going to see my face in 2 months, and I'm going to say, guys, I'm really sorry. Turnaround times are no good anymore. Or it's not what's best. When PSA shut down, the day that they shut down, we were watching our submission volume like hawks. And what we found is that if we didn't do something drastic to essentially put a moat around our company, we were in big, big trouble. And what we also knew, in all honesty, is that two new guys on the block would not have that kind of deep understanding of the space, and they just let the business in. Well, they let the business in. They got backed up 8 months or so, and they hurt their brands because of it. So I had a bad month where everyone hated me because my price was $75 a card, but really wasn't what it was me saying, guys, I don't want more business than I can handle. I'm blocking a lot of cards out for now, but trust me, it'll come back. And that month, I spent more money than I ever had on growing the team, buying new equipment. We got a new office that month. And basically a month after that, we went live with Jeff Wilson, and we lowered our price back down.
Well, listen, right? Muhammad Ali said it, right? Says that he doesn't lose, he wins or he learns, right? So it sucks because it was a costly lesson, but it's allowing you to know what your capacity is now, be mindful of it, right? And know what you can and can't do. And I believe, and I don't run a grading company, but I do see, SGC's reputation in the marketplace. I see it at shows. I see it on the secondary market. I see the slabs. I believe that the result is, people know now that you've been through it and you're not going to go through it again. So you're going to make sure that you're protecting their cards, you're protecting that turnaround time. And if people know they can depend on you, right, that if they send something out this month, they're going to get it back maybe this month, but next month at the latest. They can time these things, right? They can start. It's one of the things that's been missing in the hobby for a little while here, right? It's the fact that you can't even buy, the basketball rookie class from this year until after the season. The fact that the NFL Prism release still hasn't come out and next year's draft already happened, right? The fact that you used to be able to buy a rookie and invest on him. The World Cup we talk about is a great example. All these things are great examples. That I believe is the key, right? And people know when they send it to you, whether you get an influx next week or next week is light or you get a huge order of cards, you guys have built that cushion in. You've added the graders necessary to make sure that you can keep that turnaround time coming and even deliver it earlier. So, I mean, listen, it sucks, but, it's one of those things that you probably will look back and say, all right, wow, what a bitter pill to swallow. But think of how we've come out on the other side and what we were able to learn from that experience.
I want to be clear, too. That was very intentional. I have no regrets about tripling price overnight. Literally none. Like, maybe that's the wrong answer. But if the public understood running a grading company, they would say, Pete, that was a genius move. You flooded your competition and you basically paved the way to have turnaround times of, crazy numbers. I just want to be clear that it's not something outside looking in. You say you're trying to get 3x the price per card. You want 3x the profits. No, I'm doing 0 units. My business is crippled. We lost money that month due to my decision, which I fully expected. So it is frustrating to see the public come out and say that's a money grab. No, that's the opposite of a money grab.
No, you were shutting down without shutting down.
Exactly. Now, I want to be clear too. I could always be better, guys. Right now, I'm looking at myself in the face and I'm saying, Pete, calm down. You're getting very red. You're screaming. They're not going to let, so there's always ways. When I came out and I spoke about the $75 a card, you know what happened, Cage? I made that statement. I don't think I did one speaking appearance after. Like, that's BS. Like, if you're going to come out and you're going to make a monumental move like that, you might want to come out and make sure everyone is on the same page as far as what you're trying to achieve.
Correct.
And that's a failure of mine. Make no mistake.
Well, I mean, for no other reason than you're trying to build up brand loyalty, right? And I'll tell you, you want the people who message us and didn't grade with SGC and then got 5 free submissions or three submissions, and they say, all right, Andrew, now I'm sending cards to you this month so that you can go and do the group sub for us. Mm-hmm. And I want to do that. I'll send you cards every month. But, right. Then when you shut the faucet off, they're like, wait, what do you mean? Like, I had a plan. I was sending these cards in every month, So, yes, you need to come out and explain to people why you're doing it and why it will be better for them in the long run when you turn the faucets back on and you can have a dependable turnaround time at a price that they're willing to pay.
Definitely. And like I said, Cage, every I look at it and maybe I put almost like too much on me, who's kind of de facto become the face of the organization just from speaking and things like that. It is on me to give these guys the credit. These guys, are unreal. I have Taylor and I have the most incredible, there's a group called Women of the Hobby. Do you know how amazing our women are when it comes to cards, all things the hobby? They are experts. Like, They are the individuals who are deciding what your, T205 variation is. Like, they are absolute experts at the craft. So I think what it is, guys, is the reason that Pete came on today and he's sweating and he's yelling is because I'm ready, man. I'm ready to truly take this brand to new heights. It's really fun to be number 2, but as far as I'm concerned, we're a few years of scaling away from making a real play here.
Thank you all for listening to another episode of Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzo Mai. I wanted to tell you about a new service that we have starting as of today, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys. So, as a part of our partnership with SGC, we got 50 free submissions every single month, and many of you have taken advantage of that. And it's amazing that we could have the opportunity to 650 episodes, 675 episodes in, to go ahead and give back to our community. As people were sending those cards in, they asked, can we send 5, 10, 20 more cards to you guys? We'll pay for it, but we wanted them graded with SGC. You guys know SGC is turning cards around in 13 to 14 business days, have incredible customer service, and their secondary market values are going up day after day after day. And that's exciting for the hobby and exciting for the grading landscape. So we didn't want to just rush into it. We wanted to do it right. And what we did was I relocated here to Boca Raton, Florida. I opened up a P.O. box maybe 5 minutes away from SGC, and I will be hand delivering and hand picking up the cards. So you don't have to worry about anyone else touching your cards. It will be me, and I will update you every step of the way. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to personally pick up the cards from a P.O. box, prep them, new card saver, new penny sleeve, and deliver them to SGC every single Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Well, it lets the stragglers over the weekend come back through on Monday and gives me a day to prep, and it basically gives SGC the entire week to work on grading those cards. Once your cards pop, only then at the end of the process will you be paying for the service. It's $25 per card, simple as that, and the turnaround times have never been faster. We're hearing right now 13, 14, less than 20 business days. So there it is, 9170 Glades Road, number 135 is the P.O. Box in Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. 9170 Glades Road, number 135, Boca Raton, Florida 33434. Of course, you could shoot me an email or shoot me a text anytime, and I'm always available. Many of you already have my email. It's iamandrewgoldberg@gmail.com, or my cell phone number 215-519-9154. Reach out with any questions. I could walk you through the process. I've hopped on the call with quite a few of you, and I'm happy to do that. Love you, Luca Nation.